Nope. Still no. I think it's time to drop some knowledge. Get seated and listen up. This is Mind Trap, the only place where you can obtain knowledge in math, tech, and all things hip hop. And the topics don't stop. I'll be rocking the beat with my itinerary. First up to the mic is the topic of programming, specifically the creation of a Christmas tree. Then on to the demonstration of truth tabling. There will be the use of the table to CNF and DNF expression of an algebra minimization. Any questions? Yes, Professor. What is the purpose of your instructional videos?
This is a place for technophobes where there's programming, server data, and math knowledge. I acknowledge your dedication to expand and grow. There's plenty to see and hear. Let's get started. Let's go!
Show you how to program a Christmas tree. Okay, so as you can see, I have my Homer Simpson here sleeping on the couch. That's what we all would like to do as programmers, right? So anyways, I'm going to go into the JGrass program. You could Google that on Google to download that program. It's a compiler. Well, it's an integrated development environment. It has a debugger as well. So let's just wait till this starts up. Anytime now. Okay. So I basically wrote down the the pseudocode, as you call it, on my notebook here, because it's always good to have the plans planned out. So basically, let's just build the skeleton. We're going to import java.util.asterisk. It just brings in all the libraries needed, and public class Chris tree. Let's just call that. Although my name is Chris, it's not a tree specifically for me, but it's a Christmas tree. Then we do the main method. And we have to close these, the class and the method with closing brackets. And it's always good practice to label the end of the methods in the class. What we want to do is we want to print, stars in ascending order. So we have to ask the user how many layers of stars they want. Let's see. So we have to create a scanner. So scanner scan equals new scanner system.in, and a variable to hold the number of layers desired by the user. So we could call that max L, which is max layers, equals 0. Forgot to put the int in front. Okay, now the first for loop will take care of layers, so well, first off, we have to ask them for input. Okay, so .out.print, let's say how many layers of stars would you like to print? And we're gonna get the input, so we have to put max L equals scan.next int. Okay, now we have to basically, okay, what I looked at was, well, since we're gonna at the end we're gonna print a tree stump, you know, because there's the tree stump. We have to make sure that, because you know there's going to be 2 asterisks or 2 stars to represent the stump, so we have to make sure that the max layer is greater than or equal to 3. So let's do this. While if it was less than 3, okay, which is, it is greater than or equal to 3, the opposite of that would just be less than 3. So we say, we just, you know, print out the same, you know, ask them to, oh, first of all, if that is the case, we have to print out the max value of layers must be greater than or equal to 3. So we can put like error the following, and then we can just copy this over. So basically we have our validator here. We make sure that the valid, you know, they input the valid. Okay, so here's the end while max L less than 3. Okay, so now we have to write our first for loop. Just max L I is greater than 0, I minus minus. So basically why I did this, you know, this way is because, you know, you want to have, you want the index, which is I, to be decremented each loop, each pass of the loop. You know, so you know I is equal to 0, it'll stop. Then we have our nested for, have a nested for loop, which is int j equals 1, j is less than or equal to max L minus, I guess I could, I guess I don't need that, minus I minus 1 j plus plus. So basically right here what I'm doing is, so j is going to be 1, right? So when this is first starting out, let's say the input is 5, so we want 5, so we have 5 while j is less than or equal to 5 minus 1. So that would be 5 minus 4, right? So it would just be 1. So we're going to just print 1 star. And when max L's the next layer 4, we have 4 minus 1, which is 3, 5 minus 3, is just 2. So we're gonna print 2 stars and blah blah blah. Okay. So then we're gonna print. We're gonna print a nice little star. Okay. Well, I guess we don't need that. So whenever you just have one line of code after the for header, you don't need to put it in open and closing brackets. So see, so this is the closing bracket for the first for loop. So basically what we want to do here is we want to print, we want to put a space, you know, I'm going to put a enter, you know, we're going to print our stars, and then after that we want to go to the next line down. So that's what this is doing. Okay, so we have that, and then we are almost done. Let's see. So for int I, another for loop. For loops are always good, right? Yeah, because it's all when you know how many stars you want to print, you know, because we're going to print more stars. A for loop is the best. So 1 I is less than well, actually we could just print, since we know, okay, want to print the stump of tree. The stump consists of 2 stars, 2 layers, 2 stars. So let's say int I equals 0 or 1. Whoops. I is less than 2. Well, let's put I is equal to 2. Well, I is greater than 0. I minus. For int j equals I, while j greater than 0, j, yeah, minus. So this one we could basically reuse the code. So then here we want to print go to the next line down. We want to close this in brackets. Okay. So as you can see, we're gonna print. Okay, so we're gonna have 2 layers, right? So first off, we're gonna have, okay, so then this is the second layer from top. So then that'll just be second layer, which would be the first layer when you're looking at it from up down. So then we're doing the first layer here, and then so then j is equal to 2. Yeah, that's gonna change. So then j is equal to 2 again. and j is greater than 0. So j minus minus, right? So it's going to print 1, 2 stars. Boom. This one's going to print 2 layers. Boom. So we're good. Okay. And for int I equals 2, and this one is and int I equals max L. Always helps other programmers when you have that. Okay, so let's compile this. Okay, it requires us to save, so let's save. Okay. It's always those semicolons. I get you. So okay. Oh, forgot to spell it right. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what this is gonna look like. All right. So let's run. How many layers of stars would you like to print? 5. So you see, we have ourselves a nice little Christmas tree. Yeah, it's a Christmas tree. And if you want to make it, come on. You want to make it more festive? You could just put a little, message that says Happy Holidays. And let's see. So let's run this. I'd like to print Happy Holidays, everybody. So that's basically the tutorial on how to make a nice little Christmas tree. You can show that to your parents, and say, look what I learned today. So this is Techno. The more you know, the more you grow.